Hello Lifepath8, here is your May reading, and in numerology in the month of May we have a number 3 month, and I get that by adding the month number of 5 for May, and 2023 the digits add up to a 7, so 5 and 7 is 12, and then I reduce the 12 to 1 plus 2 equals 3. So in a 3 month Lifepath8 we have a month where there is joint activities or building things together as a community or as a community of family, friends, loved ones, like-minded people, that sort of a thing. And also there could be something to celebrate in a month of number 3. There could be fun and laughter with people, and just having more frivolity and bringing out your childlike self is what I want to say. So it's could be a bit of a relief from previous months where everything seems to have been really hard going, and I want to say, with you being a Lifepath8, you're always on the go, always trying to get to your ambitions here and create a better life for you and your family, in terms of being prosperous and business wise, looking after everybody else is what I want to say here. So Lifepath8, what have we got for Lifepath8, please? I just want to split the deck, and I've got here throat chakra. So I do kind of feel that you have a bit of a blockage in your throat chakra. You're not quite saying what it is that you really mean here to somebody, or you feel like you're not able to express yourself fully because you're worried what other people are thinking, if they're taking you right or if they're not seeing things like you are. And I also wanted to take the next one out of this deck that I saw, which is dreams coming true. So this is you starting to feel like everything is on the up, and something that you've wanted for quite a long time is being manifested for you. So where you may not have felt that you could express yourself, I think you will be feeling like you can express yourself, and it will be with joy. And with it being a number 3 month, I feel there'll be some sort of celebration to go with this, you getting something that you desire. And it could be just that you're feeling good about life, like you have your loved ones around you, and that something is going right. And I want to say right for once, so it feels like you've had things going wrong for so long now that this feels pretty good, is what I want to say, when something starts to work for you. And it could be in terms of relationships here. I do feel you joining with somebody, or feeling more intensely passionate with somebody, or feeling that you're on the same page as somebody now. It's like you're coming together in harmony with somebody, where it may not have felt like that. Lifepath8. Let's have a look. There's also choices to be made as well. And although those choices are not easy, I want to say just go with your intuition, Lifepath8. If you have to make a decision, or just let things happen naturally, and the answer will become very, very clear soon. We have service. So you do live a life of service, more likely than not. You're always trying to make things better, in terms of, I want to say physically, in terms of your environment, in terms of your perhaps business, your work life. And this is so that you can create a happy family or home life. You're definitely in service to others, and I want to say be in service to yourself just as much here. Know your worth, because I feel sometimes you think of your self-worth as in how much you can offer others, but I want to say that you need to see how much you have to offer yourself, or how much you need to know that you're loved as you are without actually offering as much as you do. I want to say that you may feel that other people only like you for what you do for them, but they don't. So know that you are loved as you are, and for what you are and who you are, rather than for what you do for others. Right, we have the Seeker of Feathers. So this is you starting to notice situations where you can, I want to say, increase your knowledge here in some way. So it feels like you've been held back in some situation in life here. And I don't know whether this is, for some of you, is to do with your career here, but it feels like you're learning vital things that will help you to create a better career for yourself, to get you into a higher position at work here, is what I'm feeling with this for some reason. And I also feel that we've got the feather here that seems to have been left behind. I do feel that you are shedding something here, your old skin in some way. Oh, this is a feather, in order to create a better sort of future for yourself. So it's like you're leaving something behind in order to go to the next level to do with your career. And for some of you, this could be to do with relationships as well in another way. But I do feel for a lot of you, this is to do with your career for some reason. I hope that sort of makes sense to you, because I'm not quite sure why I came out with that statement, or those couple of statements. We have stargazer, set your sights higher. Yes, so you can achieve more if you want to. You can achieve a higher standing in some way, perhaps to do with your career or to do with your social life, perhaps with some of you. And I kind of feel something about you talking to a group of people, standing up in a crowd here, or standing out in a crowd, or actually speaking on stage here for some of you. I do want to say, yes, set your sights higher, because you can achieve a lot more than what you actually think you can. You have a lot more talent than what you think you have as well, LifePath8. We have tribe time. Being understood is easier if you have an open heart. This makes quite a lot of sense, actually, because I feel you think other people don't understand you. You think slightly differently, perhaps, to those other people around you. And you may feel that they don't understand, where you're coming from. I do feel that, if you just be yourself, and you will be loved for who you are, as well as for what you are. But it's not always about what you can give to other people that person loves about you. It's just because you're you, they love you for who you are, is what I want to say, which you may not kind of believe that, but I do feel that's the case, LifePath8. And the Six of Wheels, yeah, this is like giving and receiving. I also feel that you will receive something to do with money or finance here in some way. But there's also, with this child and this person here, which was probably the mother, I do feel that there is this sense of bringing out your childlike self here. It's like looking back on who you were in your childhood, and in some cases it's what you wanted to achieve when you were young, what you wanted to do when you were young, and it's like you're remembering those things and you're going towards that sort of thing. So if you decided you wanted to be a nurse, for instance, when you were a child, and you haven't done that, I kind of feel you might be going towards the same type of career. It's not that particular thing, or you might decide to actually take a course on that, and it makes you feel very balanced. And this could also be about receiving in equal amounts from other people as what you give. I feel that somebody's going to be giving back to you as much as you give here, and making you feel a bit more in balance, loved and appreciated. So it feels like there's a lot of balance coming in for you, and you're going to be happy, feeling abundant, full of love. Yeah, we've got the Four of Wands here. So this is like, your home life could be really good. You could actually be moving home, is what I want to say. But you're stepping through a portal. You know, it's like you've concluded a particular thing in your life and you're stepping through this doorway into a new life. It's like, you know, you can leave something behind and start afresh in some way. Now, I know I do feel for some of you it is to do with career, but this could also be to do with valuing yourself, loving yourself, finding out that other people actually feel a lot for you, you know, just because you're you as well, is what I feel to say. I hope some of that makes sense, and I wish you a very lovely, happy May.